Probably the most common accessibility failure across the internet is insufficient color contrast between text and whatever background it happens to be on, whether that's a solid background color, a gradient, a background image, something that changes, something that's absolutely positioned over some other part of the site. There's so many different ways that color contrast can fail. And there are also some trends in web design that are very inaccessible, like using very light pastel colors as a background with white text. It has a very fresh, fun feel to it, but it is not sufficient contrast and it is very difficult to read that text. And sometimes people really get carried away. Have it on very, very light colors with white text, and it's just too difficult to see. So you want to make sure to avoid things like that, and that there is, for normal size text, at least a 4.5 to 1 ratio. For bigger text, it can be a 3 to 1 ratio. But making sure that you're at least there with the color contrast to make sure everybody's going to be able to read the text.
Yeah, and often missed too is the contrast within the images.
Do you mean like cases where there's text in the image?
Yeah.
Yeah. Generally, you want to try to avoid using images of text, but it's not always avoidable. And when you do have to use an image of text, you want to make sure that it also has sufficient color contrast and that you're including that text as alt text. So somebody who can't see the image can still get that content. That's starting to get into the development side of things, though, but it is something that you would want to annotate on a design to say, make sure that this text gets included as alt text.